Well, here we are again. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishment. Welcome back, guys. Hope you're well. So, I've not forgotten about this, but it's been a few weeks since I pushed out an episode on Sherlock Holmes. I think the last one we did was the Kew Gardens one, wasn't it? That must have been three or 4 weeks ago now. So I was always going to finish this game. I've just had other games coming out like Red Dead Redemption and Max Payne and the rest of it. So yeah, I think we should just get on to this and get this finished. The game is afoot. Let's do this.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have? Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner.
A few spelling mistakes there.
Menu. Entree. Frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course. Sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Okay. Let's have a quick look at what we've done. A bit of a recap, really, because I've forgotten it all. Solve the crime at Half Moon Street, investigate the crime scene and talk to witnesses at Half Moon Street, and interrogate Leighton and examine his belongings at Scotland Yard. So we might as well do the Half Moon Street first. Have we got anything else regarding evidence? No, nothing yet. Documents, dialogue, and these are what we did last time. These are the past, the Kew Gardens drama. That's what we did on the last episode. So, okie dokie, let's go then, and let's be off to Half Moon Street. Wow, here we are. My mouse has gone a bit mentally fast. That's a bit better. Okay. So,
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
Poor little Wiggins. Okay. Let's have a look around then. Let's chalk this guy. Is he just drunk? Oh, okay. That was the exit. Right. Okay. This way. We got to go this way. So we've got to go down there. We talked to this little chap here, or was this going to send us back as well? Okay. Well, at least we know. At least we know. Oh, there's a door here. Okay, let's go in the door. Let's see what this door does. Oh, it's locked. Okay. So I think the only way we can go is down that alleyway. God, it's been a while since I played this, guys. I always wanted to finish this one, but it's just getting the time to do it. Because it takes up a lot of recording doing it in one big episode. The last one was like over 3 hours long. Oh, here we go, look. Let's have a just check around here. Right, we have a body on the floor.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was
nice
here with
name.
Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
Okay, let's ask Marrow, Constable Marrow, about the victims.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
That Vercotti sounds like he should be in the mafia or something. Okay, witnesses.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay, a lot of names already flying about. Testimony.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
Okay.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Well, that doesn't prove... Well, unless someone saw him do it. Doesn't prove he did it.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They
Oh,
were
there was
so loud I
fireworks.
couldn't hear anything else.
That's a very well-timed murder with a shotgun when the fireworks go off.
What were the fireworks in honour of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
And it is May now, in real life. Details in Half Moon.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Okay, so a few questions here. Mr. Turner's windows. That's the one he reckons he saw.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okay, so let's have a look at Brian Vercotti. Okay, is that flies around him already?
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
Nothing worse. Nothing worse than if you're going to die slowly. Okay. Oh, the wound.
The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
Okay, a dreadful wound. It hit his stomach. So someone could have aimed down at that angle, or somebody short could have aimed straight. I don't know. What am I talking about? Examine his head.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there.
So I wonder him having a criminal record has any link to his death. Okay, let's speak to, not speak to, he's dead. Let's investigate Kenneth Butler. Oh, what, we've got this tea thing going on here. Concentrate your attention.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
What do you think that is then? A handle of something or other?
This shard of wood is quite new.
Is it some sort of a truncheon? Because they had truncheons back in them days, the police, didn't they?
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
If I was to be shot, I'd rather be shot and instantly dead. Just saying. Okay, well, I don't know why we're doing that again. Right, let's have a look. Anything else? Is that it? I don't know, have we missed something? Oh, here we go. A key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Probably an ordinary door, I expect. Okay, let's have a look at what we know so far. So we have a key, a metal door key taken from the dead body of Kenneth Butler, and we also have this bit of wood found stuck between the cobblestones near the dead body of Kenneth Butler. That's it. Right, so it's what to do now. We've got to find the door key, or find the door which fits the key. Let's talk to him again.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, thank you. We'll keep looking around. We have to... there was a door right at the start. I don't know if that... Oh, here's that guy. Is this his room? Is this his window up here? Who's this lady here? Oh, Wiggins. Should we talk to Wiggins?
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard?
No, we haven't done that yet.
Is he all right?
Okay, so this is the guy who was in above the window. Apparently witnessed it.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Okay.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed a lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Okay, his story doesn't match what Constable Marrow said. Constable Marrow said he didn't hear any gunshots because of the fireworks. This guy did. Also, Constable Marrow said he looked up at the window and there was no lights on. He said he got the lamp and went to the window, didn't he? So someone's telling porkies.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Okay, 2 distinctive shots.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Okay, after the escape.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Okay, let's check him out then. Let's check him out. We've got 3 things by the looks of it to check out. Oh, that's something to do with Queen Victoria? Oh, okay. He's a war veteran. I thought that was like Queen Victoria or something. It might be. Button missing. It's funny, like, I have buttons missing. Doesn't mean I have a poor life. It just means my wife doesn't put the buttons back on for me.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
We have deductions already. I don't think we can solve anything yet. Dark window. Oh, hang on, look. We can probably go Turner's view. Mr. Turner stated that he remained near his window until Leighton was caught by the police, who came from the direction of Whitechapel High Street. Dark window. Constable Marrow paid attention to Mr. Turner's window while he was running past the dead bodies. He did not observe anyone next to the window. It was dark there. So, I wonder if we can sort of put these and these together. It's like I thought. These two didn't match up. So Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Marrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone in the window. Because remember, Mr. Turner said he had the light on, didn't he? Okay, and what else have we got? What's the other clues have we got? Different shots. So Mr. Turner heard 2 different consecutive shots. The second shot was louder than the first. It could have been the fact that they were facing each other, maybe, or they shot one, then turned around and shot the other one, which might make it louder. Brian Vercotti and Kenneth Butler were both found shot in the dark and narrow Half Moon Street. In the dark and narrow Half Moon Street, which is located between Great Alley and. So can we do these two? No, we can't. Okay, fine. So that's it. We can't do anything else at this point here. So we're gonna have to speak to that flower woman. I don't think we need to talk to you yet, do we?
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard?
No.
Is he all right?
No, yet. We have to review the evidence. So I love the way they've done these streets, these London streets. Right, where was the flower shop? Oh, here she is. She's still tending to her flowers. Hello, Polly. Polly, put the kettle on. That's a cup of tea.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
See, she's basically saying that that lad. Well, she didn't say that. She said the lad had the gun. It doesn't mean necessarily he used that gun to kill them. He could have picked the gun up. I don't know. I think you got to explore all explanations, don't you? Okay, the shots.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Anyone else?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Right, do we have any more? So investigate the crime scene and talk to witnesses. Completed. I'm just seeing if we have any more clues. We don't. Oh, we do. So common statement. Leighton Chapman is the only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Brian Vercotti and Kenneth Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies and escaping the crime scene shortly afterwards. Okay. So I don't think we can add these two up yet. I think what we need to do now is go to Scotland Yard and review the evidence and speak to this Leighton, or whatever his name is, his brother. I don't know if we can go any further anywhere over here. What does it say in that book to do? Oh, we've got some more clues here. Okay, dialogue. Mr. Turner says that he was standing near the window of his flat the entire time, but according to Constable Marrow's statement, Mr. Turner's window was dark. So we got to talk to somebody there. and then you got Turner's limp. Mr. Turner has a weak leg which makes him walk with a limp. Oh, so do we have to we got to speak to one of these guys, the constable, or back to Mr. Turner again? See, can we open up more dialogue? Okay, the contradiction of statements.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Oh my god, I hate... I forgot about those timed events. I stayed at the window. Okay, piece of wood. Door key. Turner's contradiction, which is what it is, isn't it?
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
So what is he not saying then? What is he
Mr. Turner
hiding?
appears to live very modestly.
Modestly means, I suppose, very poorly. Right, let's have a look round. I assume we got to look round. Oh, look at this. Some wood. Burnt paper. To the lab, I think.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Okay, it wasn't like a lab thing. We can't do anything else, can we?
The paper...
Okay.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Okay, nothing else there. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, hang on. We can rotate it, of course.
These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Why was he throwing paper? What was on those papers?
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Okay. So he found something in a rush, he ripped the page out or whatever it was and he threw it into the fire. Was there something else we're missing? Oh, here we go, walking stick. Ah, look at that.
This walking stick is broken. It was placed here quite recently.
So he walked outside then. And then he came back in here.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
Well, in all fairness to him, he could have done that prior to the murder, just coming back from the shops when he picked up his pint of milk for his cup of tea. There's no right age on that bit of wood, is there? Nothing around here. Oh, bed.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Which is the back of this room. Because the window was right over there, and his room was back here. I wonder if he's going to mention something about that. Yeah, that woman, that flower woman, Polly, didn't hear anything. There's the fireworks. Make sure we don't miss anything. We don't want to come unstuck.
This kitchen knife.
Oh, we
is
got a
quite
tea. We got
sharp.
One of our talents.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Okay.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler.
See, that's what I mean. They're facing the wrong direction. As in, he fell that way and he fell this way. It's almost like someone was in the middle and shot them both. Or they shot each other. I don't know.
Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
What is this F? Determine the... Oh. Oh yeah, that was his thing got stuck.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Was there only one sequence? Oh my goodness me. We got all this, look here. Okay, threw some into the fire. No, he got out of bed first. So I reckon it was this one first. He got up from bed, number 1. Right? He probably went over here and went... what's that? Oh no, not that one. Deactivate that one. This one here. Open the window. And then he thought, oh no, quickly go to the bookshelf. Right? Quick. Where's he gone? Bookshelf. Get the paper. Go over to here. Cut the papers with a knife. Just disappeared again. Run over here really quickly. Oh no, maybe he didn't. Okay, this might be wrong. And then he went downstairs and approached the body. Is that what it is? Oh, here he goes. Get out of bed. Oh, quick, run. What's that noise? What was that noise? Is that a gunshot I heard? Let's quickly run there. I hope I get this right. I've got to watch him walk again. Really slowly. What's that noise? Open the window. Quickly ran back. He thought, Christ, I'm going to have to really quickly get that note or whatever from the book. Yes. And then he goes back to the table. Really working that leg. That's it. Cutting all the paper up. Or tearing the paper. Just cutting the paper up. And then... Does he go to the fire? I hope so. I hope this is right. That's it. And then he runs downstairs. Well, hobbles downstairs. And does he take something out of... I forgot that guy's name who's died. Takes something out of his pocket. Or puts a key in his pocket. What's he doing? Looking at him, or I can't see what he's actually doing there. And then his stick gets stuck.
No, it didn't happen this way.
Really? Oh god. Okay, let's just try that again then. Oh my goodness me. Right, the only other thing I could think of, which we got out of sequence, was he didn't go down to the body last. So look, that's first when he picks up his stick, right? Now, his stick is actually being placed here, broken. So he must have gone outside. So he opened, I think he opened the window next. Right, wherever he's gone now. Open the window, right, with his stick, because he's still hobbling. Then he goes downstairs. He picks something out. He takes something from the body. He then, with his stick, comes up here, right, and he puts the stick down. I hope I'm right. He's disappeared again. So he puts the stick down. He takes something out of the book. He puts whatever he finds there as well. I don't think he burns that. He comes here, whatever he took out from the book, he chops up and then puts into the fire. Is this right? Hobble, hobble, hobble. We can actually fast forward. That's good. Opens a window, and he goes down here. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Looks at the body. Picks something up. We don't know what he picks up, but something he picks up. And he gets his stick trapped, do we know that? Then he goes hobble, 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 hobble. Puts his stick down. Right, there's a stick, look there. Puts it down. Puts whatever he found away, possibly. But what does he get out of the book? We don't know that. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Cut the papers up. Stick it in the fireplace.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Ah, did he cut the pages out like a square? That's what he needed a knife for. You know when they do that, you open it up and you got like a square cut out of it? That's what he must have done. That's what you use a knife for.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Yeah, it'd be a perfectly cut square.
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
Ram's
A
head.
bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Yes, that's what I thought. So, we've got dialogue. Mr. Turner had a weak leg, which makes him walk with a limp. So we need to talk to Mr. Turner about that and his walking stick. And we need to talk to him about this, an antique golden bracelet that was found in Mr. Turner's flat. It is decorated with distinctive ram heads. Yes, don't know what that is yet, do we? So, Mr. Turner, got a few questions for you. Walk into window.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Wow. You did have a limp.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
Come on, you're not telling the whole truth, are you there, Mr. Turner?
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Okay. So, I was sincere with you about your contradiction. Select the correct answer. I thought it might be the
Mr.
select.
Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Wow. Should we ask about the antique bracelet then?
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Okay. Fine. So he has nothing to do with it then. I thought he did. So here we go. Ryan Turner is around 60 years of age. He is a veteran in the Crimean War, a fact of which he is very proud. His leg was most likely injured during this war, and he has been limping since then. Mr. Turner lives a poor life. And no thanks to Holmes, he's going to continue living a poor life because he's taken the bracelet off him. Was there any more questions we have to ask? An antique golden bracelet that was found in Mr. Turner's flat. It is decorated with distinctive ram heads. So we got to search the archives for that. All right, so let's quickly just see if we got any more dialogue with these guys here, Watson or Marrow.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
And here,
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
what's this pole?
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Okay, was that there before? I completely missed that. So was there a window or something? So we haven't finished round here yet. Then there's something else we can possibly find or do. Let's just make sure there's nothing around here. I know we have to go to Scotland Yard and speak to Leighton. No, okay. I'm just gonna go up the street as well to make sure there's nothing here. Or you can't open any of these doors or anything. Oh, hang on.
Locked.
I bet all these are locked, aren't they?
Locked.
And we can't use the key on it or nothing, so... Okay. So let's just make sure. Let's just make sure we don't miss anything. Just have a quick scout round. I'll cut it all out unless I find something. Otherwise, we'll go to Scotland Yard. Oh, hang on. Mirror? What's this? This is something...
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Oh. Is that quite interesting? I believe it is, isn't it? What do you know about this mirror?
Such a young man, and already a murderer.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else around here, to be honest. We probably have to come back here, though, so let's go to Scotland Yard.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings, Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Okay. See you later, Lestrade. He's working late, isn't he? Well, let's have a look at the evidence first. Forgotten what the evidence is. It's been so long. Right, so we have the revolver here. Oh, that's an apple.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
Is there 2 bullets gone though, isn't it? That's what we need to look out for, isn't it?
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Well, we rotate it around. So 2 shots.
2
were used.
out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Okay, fine.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt. These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Okay, it doesn't really give us anything there. The only thing it does give us here on deductions was 2 different shots and the revolver. So, Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first, a single shot was fired and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. Or the fire in position seems more the right way to go. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. Okay, let's get that for the time being. I don't think it matters. We can always change things around. But no, actually, that's by doing that, that's taking that off. Reenact a crossfire at Half Moon Street. Okay, but if we do that... Okay, so I think we have to do simultaneous shots so we can reenact something here. Okay, was there any other clues we've missed? I don't think there was there? Leighton's revolver, lootless. Leighton Chapman had nothing of any value in his possession when he was caught by the police, directly after the crime. Let's see if there's anything else we can... So the revolver and 2 victims? Okay, we got this one as well. Then what's it saying here? Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Not necessarily true. It could have been 2 different people. So we might have to take that one off. Oh, okay. That's well, we can't deselect that yet. We need to find another one to select. So obviously these 2 don't correspond. If it was simultaneous shots, it couldn't have been a double murder. It might have been 2 different people. That's what I think they're probably getting at. So we need to reenact that. Okay, what's it say in our book? So tasks: interrogate Leighton and examine his belongings. Investigate the ancient bracelet and find out how it could have appeared at Half Moon Street. And there was a possible crossfire between Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti at Half Moon Street. Examine the dead bodies and perform a reenactment. Okay, let's do that then. Or should we just do Leighton first? Let's talk to Leighton whilst we're here, but we might have to come back. That's the only thing.
Mr. Holmes?
Okay.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I assumed Leighton was a young lad, but he's actually...
Good evening, Mr.
Oh, he's
Chapman.
quite young.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, he's innocent, isn't he? You can tell.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head.
Oh, it must have been
and stared
Turner.
at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
Maybe it wasn't Turner then.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Why did he take it for? Silly boy.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
Okay, the woman screaming might have been Polly. And this third man, did he let off a firework to blind him?
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Couldn't hear his footsteps. This is a bit of an intriguing case, don't you think? So he grew up in the streets, yes. He's got a bit of a black eye as well here. Oh, that was the police did that. He's an office clerk. Fancy scarf. So he's doing better than his brother then. Tattoo as well, the same tattoo. Oh, right, he's been in prison as well. Interesting.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Westgate prisoners. So yeah, was that third man also from Westgate prison? Did they have an altercation within the prison itself?
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Interesting. So we have some more deductions here. So we got old acquaintance and the 2 victims. Brian Vercotti is an old acquaintance of Leighton Chapman. They were both imprisoned for robbery while still young men, but their paths diverged after their release. Leighton Chapman had nothing of any value in his possession when he was caught by the police directly from the crime. So, this does go together. Didn't think that would. Personal motive. Okay, the violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. Could have done, couldn't it? And then we got Leighton's revolver and then Leighton's statement. So Leighton was holding a revolver which 2 fired cartridges when he was caught after the crime. And then Leighton Chapman stated that he saw a person leaving over a dead body just as he entered the scene. Leighton took a gun from the body and set off in pursuit of the man, but he was blinded by a flash of bright light. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, these go together. Oh my god. I'm clicking on things which I think they should go together and they're not. And compelling evidence. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. Leighton Chapman. No, I don't think so. I'm clicking them anyway, just to kind of have an idea, really. And then Leighton's statement and common statement. Imaginary man. The person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination, created to vindicate himself. Okay, that's possible. Let's put that anyway there. And let's continue to do something else. Investigate the ancient bracelet. Okay, let's go back and use our archives. Yes, search the archives first, and then after the archives, we can then, where we got to go on here, we can then reenact this dead body scenario. So let's go back and, oh, wrong way. We don't go to prison, do we? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to our Baker Street. Whilst we're here, we'll have a look at our...
This is where I keep my post.
Have a look at these, the last case we've done. Have a quick read of it. The Kew Gardens drama. Plants can be used for murder. Sensation, an exotic method of murder. The arsenal of our present day criminals may soon be refilled with poisonous plants. A young and beautiful woman, in collaboration with her colleague at Kew Gardens, planned this terrible murder of their director, Mr. Montague Dunn. Only one detective was capable of uncovering the truth behind a tragedy that was initially believed to be a simple heart attack. That detective's name is Sherlock Holmes. And it's not a normal episode unless we have a look to see that woman's still there. Yeah, she is. She's still there, waiting for Sherlock to show up. Right, let's have a look in the archives then for this bracelet. I'm not sure what we're really looking at yet. Let's have a quick recap. An antique golden bracelet that was found in Mr. Turner's flat. It has decorated with distinctive ram heads. Golden bracelet. Antique. Antique Art of British Museum. Oh, look at that. These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of Mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885.
Here it is. I need to continue my research in my archives.
Do we? Use articles about antiques. A part of an ancient jewel set that belongs to the Hellenistic treasures collection. They have been missing from the museum since 1885. So could we go to the newspapers from 1885 and have a look? Here we go. Treasures stolen. So the Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler. Oh, it was on his... contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. So that guy was the guy, this Kenneth Butler was the guy who died. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley. I wonder if this is the third guy. But then he said he was he's been arrested. Who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognised by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found. Okay.
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Oh, I thought Kenneth Butler was the guy who died. Yes, he was the guy who died. I thought I was losing my marbles then. All right, so let's go to the pawn shop then. Right, here we are. Let's go to the pawn shop. This sounds like a pub. Oh, it is a pub. Ballard's Pint. Looks like they're having a good time in there. Here we go. That's what the key is for.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
What a coincidence. A counter. Well, let's have a look before we go for the counter. Let's have a little gander at the shelves. Climbing equipment.
Crampons and a sharp ice axe would only be brought here by a mountaineer.
Objects of interest. Objects of interest. That's strange, isn't it? So did somebody try to scale the walls or something? So we can't do anything with that then. So it looks like we have to come back here at some point as well, because we have the other object of interest, which is that pole with a hook on it. So they must go in hand somewhere, somehow. This might have been the flare pistol which was shot at Leighton.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
Again, just object of interest. So we need to find something else, really, don't we? There's something we're missing. A lovely little pawn shop, isn't it? Ram's head.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewellery with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on a deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. Brian Vercotti. Interesting. And what's this here? We got something now. Oh, it's no dialogue. So it just says an antique golden necklace with 2 ram heads found at Kenneth Butler's pawn shop. Oh, we got this as well. We didn't. There's more stuff here which we haven't seen yet. Vincent Foley, who committed the infamous robbery of the Hellenistic treasures, was imprisoned 10 years ago. The treasures have remained undiscovered up to this day. So we should check this more often, really. And then it says here, as part of an ancient jewel set that belongs to the Hellenistic treasures collection, they have been missing since museum since 85. Right, so we know pretty much everything else, don't we, so far? We're on top of it all. We got our deduction. The question is, can we deduct anything? Long lost art and Butler's jewels. No, straight away. I thought they might join up. So a collection of Hellenistic treasures was stolen from the British Museum. It has not been found. See, I thought... Just do everything. Sometimes it's best to do everything. Okay, deselect. Can I do these 2? Can I do these 2? Oh, I can. Okay, burglary motive. The search for the missing treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed in Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. So he might have known about all this. Personal motive. The violent crime committed in Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have been a personal motive. I'm going to put this for the time being, because I think it's that. I don't think it was Leighton, but I might be completely wrong. I think that old guy, that Turner, has something more to do with it.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
Okay, we're not going to read it then. Well, I think we got to go back and reenact this shooting thing. If there's anything else in here, is there? I haven't missed something. I think you can miss one bit of evidence, and it'll just knock the whole lot out, and you won't know where you are. Right. That's it. Let's go down here. And let's go back to Half Moon Street and see if we can do a bit of reenactment.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Is he still there or is he gone? F. One of the victims possibly fired his gun twice. Find out who it might have been. Well, I reckon he must have fired his gun first, and then he was still alive. He was shot like in that one there. Ah. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. One of the victims possibly fired his gun twice. Find out who it might be. So we need to look for a gunshot up here, don't we?
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Well, we can use this pole here. Yeah.
This should be useful.
Will be bloody useful, that would be. Oh, thank God that was there. So let's see if we can see a gunshot. Or a bullet hole, I mean.
Nothing interesting here.
No. Alright, let's look at the other side then, over here. Where was it? Hey? Okay, now we can go over here. God, I can't see a hole. Ah! A bullet hole!
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh.
Or it could be brickworm.
Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
So reenact the crossfire at Half Moon Street completed. Which said this, so this guy here, Kenneth Butler, fired first, twice. So, third shot. Leighton Chapman stated that he saw a person leaning over a dead body. Let's just try doing that. Yes. Right, Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. Okay, and we've opened up something to do, something we got to do. What was that one there then? So, yeah, we think it's a burglary motive. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. And we know it's simultaneous shots. So we need to find the second one for that. And the person who Leighton Chapman describes in the statement is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. So obviously these two are wrong. So let's have a look at our logbook and see what things say. We got this as well. Oh no, let's have a look here. So talk to Constable Marrow and find out if it would have been possible to miss someone hiding in the shadows. Well, I wonder if somebody was hiding in the shadows using the mounting gear, the stick on a wall. That's a bit far-fetched, isn't it?
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Bit of hide and seek now. Oh, we're playing.
I shouldn't look for Mr. Holmes here. He's hiding in Half Moon Street.
Mr. Holmes, come in, ready or not. There he is.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Mr. Holmes, I'm coming for you, ready or not. Oh, come on.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
How long is this going to go on for, Mr. Holmes? We'd never be in the same place again twice, would you? Not in here. It's not in a crate. The crate's not going to suddenly move along. Mr. Holmes, I think you've Oh, not bad, not bad.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
So, what else have we got on our deductions then? So, corners in the night. So, corners inside. No one could hide in the shadows of Half Moon, as a single run through this narrow street with a lamp would reveal its every corner. I don't know what else we could put here. Okay. I think half the time it's easy just clicking randomly and see what comes up. Up the walls. See, the mounting gear, if we assume that there was no one more... Sorry, start again. If we can assume that there was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Leighton, and attempt to climb the wall. Can we just get that mounting gear? That's what it is, isn't it? Come on. And just make sure we can't put any of these together. Third shot, Leighton's statements, third shot. No. So it's just worth just making sure... Oh, that does go together. Right. So we have here crossfire. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. Well, we think it is that. Double murder. Kenneth Butler and Vercotti were victims of double murder. So we know it's this one here, crossfire, don't we? But then something else doesn't add up here. It's red. We want it all to be blue. Well, we need to do the up the walls experiment, don't we? How do we do that? Find the flare gun. Find the flare gun to eliminate the fire. Well, we know where the flare gun is. It's back in that shop. So we need to go back to that shop, that pawn shop, and grab the gun. Right, we've got the shelves here. I wonder if we can now grab this mounting gear.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Brilliant. And then we just got to get the flare gun over here.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
All right. Well, let's go back and reenact the Spider-Man thing. So let's do that.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
It's giving him a bit of a hard time.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
It confirms Leighton's... Oh, hello, hello, hello. We got to put it in order. Okay. No, like I said, it explains Leighton saying he couldn't hear footsteps.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
Okay, let's do this one here
This
then.
wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
D. Oh, hey! Oh God!
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
We fooled him, haven't we?
I should try climbing faster.
Okay. Oh, did I cock that up, did I? Really clicking that mouse.
I can barely see anything.
How far are we going?
Holmes?
We're going all the way to the roof.
Are you there? Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
Well, we have proved how he got away.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Imitate the fireworks and determine the method of escape. Completed. So this is obviously the door. Then we got to go up. Inspect the attic. Okay, so we are here. Let's inspect. We've got to see. I must see like a hatch or a hole or something. Well, there it is. There. See that? No. Okay. Oh, broken window. Here we go. Look. Black threads. Examine the black threads.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Okay, we'll do that. Oh, what's this? Something else? A pocket?
It's empty. Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
I like the way he talks. In his hasty, ripped his jacket. Okay, we got more deductions. Can we do something? Wall climber statement. Right. So, Leighton's innocence. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacket man who participated in the shooting of Half Moon Street was proven to be true. Okay. Burglary motive. The violent crime committed in half have been a personal motive. So if we put that, will that get read as well? That means it's wrong, isn't it? So something's wrong here. So we have to. I think we got to do the microscope analysis of that black thread. God, I couldn't speak then. Right. Well, let's perform an analysis. What we got? Black thread.
Let us take a closer look.
Yes, let's. Set focus. There we go. It's perfect.
It is not a thread, but a hare. I very much doubt that it is human.
A horse's
I need
hair.
to compare this sample with a human hair and a horse hair. A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Here you are.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Oh, don't make such a fuss.
Just pull one of his hairs out.
Hair. Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample.
So's
The
a horse
horse
hair.
hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Okay. Something from, like, a museum? Got more deductions here. Let's have a look. Exotic animal hair. A thick black hair found on the torn jacket. The jacket belongs to a man who nimbly escaped from the crime scene. Wall climber. The man whom Leighton Chapman saw managed to hide from other witnesses and escape Half Moon Street by climbing the wall of a building and entering its attic. Alright, let's have a look. Circus acrobat. The man who vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon Street could be a circus acrobat. Or he could be a mountain climber. He managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal was found in his discarded jacket. Wow. And then it's got imaginary man here, which we don't think is right. So, circus. Oh, hello. Hello. What we got here then? Vanishing act. The prisoner who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Asked for Wiggins' help in finding the circus. Okay, I feel like we're getting through this quite well, to be honest with you. Watson.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
So it said ask Watson about the circus. What does it say here? Request Wiggins' assistance in locating the right circus. And then follow the trace of the criminal and inspect the attic of the building that he might have used to expose. Oh, right, we still got to do that. There's something we didn't quite do. So we might have to go back to the attic and look for another clue. Whoops. Let's do that first.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
Wow. He's giving a bit of a hard time. We have to find this attic entrance. I don't know where it was. We got to talk to Wiggins as well about the circus. But let's go and find this attic entrance because there's something else in there we missed. Ah, okay. It was glass shards on the floor.
These shards of glass are from the window above. We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
Fine. We kind of knew that anyway, didn't we? Which hopefully this... oh, it's not come off yet. Inspect the attic completed. Right, at least it's got that off our journal book. So let's go see Wiggins and ask him about this circus. I think once we find the circus, I think we can be pretty much done. Wiggins. My lad.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
It's like an elephant, but elephants haven't got hair, have they? The next morning, very early.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
Hide. It was an elephant. I didn't think elephants had hair. Picture of elephant.
And this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show.
Oh, look at that, riding a tricycle.
Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Okay, let's go there.
Hey, you! Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well, I only wanted to meet the artistes.
Look at his hand.
You're wanting to apply for... Nah, you don't look like the type of artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah, I don't think so. Clear off.
Okay, can we disguise yourself in order to enter the circus? Okay, let's go back then. Disguise ourselves. We have to go back. We have to go all the way back to Baker Street to put on a
You're
wig.
bit slow to catch on, eh? Get lost.
Right, let's go back to Baker Street and disguise ourselves. What does it say on here? Ensure that your makeup disguise is suitable for entering the circus. Some facial hair, a seedy suit, and a hat should work very well. Let's do that. Excellent.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson.
Look at that
Take
disguise.
deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
Right, good choice of clothes then. Look at that. Wouldn't even recognise him. Right, let's go to the circus.
Who are you?
It worked.
What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
I've got it. Okay, disguise yourself in order to enter the circus. We've done that. And then explore the circus. Okay, let's have a look around. Well, let's start at the start. Oh, he's just a circus guard, that guy. He's nothing special. Right, nothing around here, nothing around here. I don't know how far back to explore, but... Okay. Anything around here? Must be see a hair on the floor or something. No. Okay, it looks like there's nothing around here. So I guess the only place we go is in here. I did do a thorough sweep, by all means, but...
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I hope that no one saw you. The police are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
Be ready for tonight. Okay. I saw that guy had a key around his neck. Rise up and keep rising from lambs into lions.
That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting.
So is it like rob the rich, give to the poor?
From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people.
Oh, God, there's loads.
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls. This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep looking around, and that hasn't really enlightened or given me any kind of clue.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
Oh, so we don't know yet.
There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out.
What, that thing there? Oh, we got a T here. Hang on.
The crest of the Honourable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
Hit.
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder.
Oh, were they making fireworks then? Ah, maybe they were setting off fireworks purposely at a specific time to distract attention away from gunfire.
The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry. Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the merry men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not.
This isn't Guy Fawkes, is it?
The merry men are planning some sort of sabotage.
This is a gunpowder plot.
Stop right here. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Yeah, I think it's to do with the gunpowder plot when they tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament, wasn't it? Right. Not around his face at all. Complex key, protector's safe. I'm sure Sherlock can get into that without needing a key. Bloody bandages, recent trauma, maybe cut from the window from going through a window. Ah, the gun. I wonder if it's been fired. I wonder if it was used to kill. Has that got a ram on it? Yeah, ring. Okay. Agility practice. There we go. Achievement unlocked. A methodical man. Okay, we have more deductions we can do. Long lost art and antique ring. No, every time I think it's gonna. No. Okay. Right. Okay. Fine. So, man in jacket. Charles Foley wears an antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 rams of Mytilene dual set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is a mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene at Half Moon Street. I don't think it does yet. I'll put it on that, but we need to find more clues, don't we, really? So we got to look at this lock to see if we can unpick it. Ah, we've done these before. Oh, that was easy enough. They're not too bad, to be fair. So should we talk to him, or should we have a little look around? Let's just talk to him. I think we can talk to him now. So yeah, we did your case. It was easy, mate.
Oh. Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Antique bracelet. Oh my goodness me, jailed thief. How do we hear about him without kind of psycho antique bracelet? That's not right.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Turner's contradiction, door key, Turner's limp, jailed thief.
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died. 7 days ago, in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on the corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
All right, then. Deal. Let's do that. What's it say on our jobby here? Look. So find and examine the secret lock at Notting Hill Manor. Okay. Have we got any more evidence here? No. So let's do that. Let's go to Notting Hill Manor.
Here I am at the manor. Somewhere inside it are the Hellenistic treasures.
Okay.
This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
There's an extra puzzle to fluff out the game. Oh god, it's a harder one. Oh, didn't it? Yeah, that was a bit tough. Or tougher. That was tougher.
I need to find where the safe is hidden and lockpick it.
Where is this safe? Maybe it's upstairs then. Where is the safe? Right, it's not up here. Must be somewhere downstairs. Let's have a look a bit. Oh, hang on, what's this? Bookcase, examine that bookcase.
This cupboard is an absolute mess.
Oh, I thought I could pull a book out or something, or a hand. Oh, here
Several
we go.
books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Okay. Right, we got another safe.
So, That's the lock I must open tonight. Let me see.
Oh, not another one of these bloody things. Right, come on now. Right, let's get the green first and get something lined up. Oh, thank God for that. Yes, definitely getting harder. I hope that's the last one.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it.
Okay, that's good.
I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves, trap them, and find out.
Okay.
Let us check the thieves' possible escape routes in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Okay, set the traps. Hang on, what's what we got to do here? Check the possible routes that the thieves could take to escape Notting Hill Manor and prepare the traps for them. Okay. Let's look for the possible escape routes then. So you think windows, really? Or doors?
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
Yes, that's right, yes.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
F. Okay, can we go? Okay. Is there some on the floor? Is that fine? Okay. Oh, I saw something on the floor. Oh, hatch.
This hatch leads to a cellar.
I thought I saw something on the floor just now. Well, should we open the hatch or... Oh, we don't know yet then. We can't. Okay.
This hatch.
Item required. I don't know what you would require for that. We can't go for there. There's a rope there. Okay, looks like we've got to search everywhere.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Okay. Kitchen door?
This door leads to a kitchen, which holds the shortest route to the back door.
Okay, kitchen door. Item required. Is that a sledgehammer we got
I
there?
suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful. I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached.
Oh, okay, we got... It shows them what they could be doing. It says item required. Looks like we've got to go upstairs then, really, don't we? Nothing else to... Oh, this door here?
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
Let's examine
A
it.
simple but rather attractive bead necklace. This should be useful.
Should it? Can we use that to open up the hatch? Okay, I don't think there's anything else around here. Let's go and see if we can open that hatch. Oh, hang on, what's this? Top of stairs. Oh, this is setting up a trap.
This is the perfect place to set a trap.
Make him fall down the stairs.
One step on these beads, and our thief will go free.
It's like Home Alone all over
I
again.
should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined. Any thief who finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
Okay. So there's no other clues. Is there something we're missing? I got to make sure because cupboard. Move. Examine.
That is quite a heavy cupboard. This works very well. No one will escape through this window now.
Ah, so we have to drive them upstairs. So we got to put something in front of that door then to stop them.
There is no ladder. If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Okay, which means they're not going to come this way. Corner? Corner?
This chair is very solid and well made. This should be useful.
Stick it in your pocket. Stick the chair in your pocket.
A solid rope.
Stove of interest.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Can we jam the door shut? Block with chair.
The door is now blocked.
Okay. So they can't come that way. They jump over here. So now can we use the stove? And the rope?
This should be useful.
Okay, now we take the rope.
This
No.
hat.
Item required. Oh my goodness me. What am I doing? What's happening here? Kitchen door
The
open.
door is now blocked.
Okay, can we use the rope? No. We've got to do something else now. Was there another route we got to do? Must be another route somewhere. Chandelier? Attach the rope. Hammer, press rope. Hang chandelier.
Now, if anyone takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
That's a very effective trap. Oh, I'll have that
If he
hammer.
runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
Oh. Excellent. So is that all of our clues then? So we have to also block off that other exit with the trap door somehow. You almost got to discover these clues in order. So I need to stop them going through here, but how? Item required, so we need another item. Obviously, 'cause it just said. Let's go upstairs a minute and be very careful not to fall on these. Must be something else we're missing. Oh lordy lordy, there's nothing, I can't see anything up here. Okay, I'll have a little scout round.
The thieves won't attempt to escape through the front door if the police are right behind it.
No, I can't see the next clue. Right, we need to find something for the hatch. I don't know what it is yet, so let's have a look. Ah, look at this carpet. Right, we cover that over the hatch then. Very clever.
This should be useful.
So cover it over the hatch. So if when they walk on it, it collapses and they fall down. Holmes, you cold bugger. But clever.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
Okay, I think we've covered now.
Now, if a thief runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now, but I'll return
Achievement
later
unlocked.
with
Haunted
Charles
house.
Foley and his companions.
Okay, we've done that. Fantastic. Let's go forward. I think this must be near the end now.
Police! Police!
Oh dear. Very clever.
Stop where you are! Where are they?
Trapped, Watson, with your assistance.
How so?
You sounded just like a real bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you, Watson, it was quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Did you follow me?
Sherlock, it may seem that I used you, but you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men?
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder, and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers!
Okay, let's open the safe. It was just a turn the key, not some puzzle. What we got here?
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Okay, so set the traps to north.
Don't move, you
Notting Hill, we've done that.
flim-flammer.
So we got these deductions to finish off here. So precious safe and this one here. So we can put all the clues together. The antiques discovered inside the hidden safe of the abandoned manor at Notting Hill represent the collection of Hellenistic treasures that were stolen in 1885 and considered to be lost. Okie dokie. And then I'm not sure why it's not done this thing here, joined it up. But anyway, Foley's vengeance. So Charles Foley organised the theft of the Hellenistic treasures, which was related to the double murder of Half Moon Street. Leighton Chapman was a witness to the crime. So, we got to condemn, don't we, eh? We got to condemn him. Charles Foley was imprisoned for organising the grand theft. Since he is not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. Charles Foley organised and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope. Yes. Don't know, is that right?
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
Okay. Case closed. Solve the murder, open casebook. No, we've done it now, so... I'm not sure this might be the end or not of the actual game.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
That's dark.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have.
Is that
here.
Guy Fawkes it's supposed to be?
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No life shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people, sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
Throw cigarette. How did Trail throw cigarette? What the hell? No, we need to...
When people fight the order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Should we not have done that? I didn't get the consequence of lighting up the fire powder or lighting up putting the thing in the bucket of water. Wow. Take it Holmes got out in time.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite, lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade, my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Mycroft.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
A lady? A half-moon walk. Charles Foley organised and executed a wicked plan of revenge for his elder brother. It took 2 human lives and almost resulted in life imprisonment for an innocent man. In fact, his band was hired by the Merry Men, who planned a revolution in London. In addition, he organised the theft of ancient and valuable treasures that rightfully belonged to the British Museum. He deserves a rope. Clues found 18. Let's have a look. Space hold to check your conclusion. Okay, we got it correct, and we got 18 out of 18. Accept decision. Warning. Yes, yes, yes. Your ranking, personality ranking, just. So people solved the case the same way. 96%, that's pretty high. And people made the same moral choice, 82. Fine. And we got a few achievements banged up there. Looks like this is the game over. That's the game over, guys. Thank you so much, Joku, who bought me this game. Feels like ages ago now. So thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. It's been a very good... oh, these are all the different characters. Very good game. A game which I wouldn't have usually played, but thanks to you, I played it. So thank you for that. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I certainly have. And let's just continue watching the outro. And again, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Take care.